Oh, you're live? How does it feel to know that your chat or your stream is ultimately inferior to mine because you don't have the melee break the target song in your playlist? Oh, dude, thank you, Crunchyroll, for advertising Crunchyroll in my Twitch chat to me. Very cool. I do think I will buy a Crunchyroll subscription for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I think I will. Yep, for sure. Because I watch so much anime. I do. What's up? Yeah, I saw your message that you sent about that. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go live. I'm going live. Okay, well, I wanted to say that I was going live as you were talking because you were in the middle of talking, but you just didn't take a break. Yeah. Hello. They're like bodega cats, but for train stations. Wait, join that stream together. Hello, lazy. Hi. Okay. All right, my fault. Oh no, he's barking. Oh shit, it's over. He's cooked. Oh, I actually added something new to my stream, which is oh no. Where are you? What? Imagine a world where you're just getting trolled right now and you're not muted in the slightest. How the fuck are you? How did you mute yourself? Weird. Can you also join the stream together? Now you know how it feels to be me anytime we're streaming together. Whenever I'm trying to fix my issue and you go, invite me to the stream together, share your screen. Now you know what it's like, you motherfucker. Just like change your mic and like go to the mic input, change it to something different, save it, and then change it back. Okay. Nice change. Honestly, you might be right. You might be cooking with that one. I think that honestly OBS might have the correct one.
What? There we go. There we go.
Discord might
it's
have
working
the issue.
now. Oh, Discord might have changed the mic.
Yeah, I think Discord actually has the issue because I can hear you fine and OBS can't, which sounds like OBS has the correct one.
All right, bro. I'm back.
All right, join the stream together.
I'm joining the stream together. Why does everybody hate me?
Why does everybody hate you?
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, he's back. It's so mean.
Alright. What was the thing? Were there, you mentioned bugs. Oh yeah, the invulnerable debug doesn't work or something?
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
At all?
Yeah, no.
Weird.
At least I don't think so. I tested it. There's that and then the weird slime thing that you can look up.
I fixed the slime thing, don't worry. Player health invulnerable is on, and then if I were to spawn like
because Biddy is too cool to hate.
This is true,
bro. Like, so we're just lying now.
What are you talking about? The invulnerable debug doesn't work.
It doesn't work on my end. Maybe it depends on what enemy you're getting hit by.
Oh, if you reload into a level, it will
No, I
probably
like
reset, I
100%
assume.
turned it on while I was. Oh wait, is it like if you change a scene, like if I
Yeah.
video, you should read your chat. It's a very important question.
I really like your videos. If you may ask, why did I stop making them? Because, mainly because I make the videos whenever I have something that I feel like I really want to talk about or really want to teach people about. And if I don't have that, I don't force myself to make videos. And also
Yeah,
just general, like I have other things in life that have been a little bit more important.
like making videos about Dante
like
9.
or like making the game actually. Because I like game dev first, videos second. And game dev comes first for me, I would say. But I do want to make more videos. There's a couple of things in Dante's 9 that I want to cover in a video that I think would help some people out. Also, yeah, if you change to a level, the invulnerable doesn't work. You have to turn it off and back on, and then it
Okay,
should.
maybe that's what the issue was. Is like I might have turned it on like before going to another. Oh, I thought.
I wonder. Box
thought
might
it
actually
was
reset it as well. Yeah, box resets it as well. It's not like a
Okay.
full invulnerable thing. It's like a, hey, I'm doing this thing for now. Like,
Okay. But like,
yeah, it wasn't meant to be like a
it's not
full
cool.
debug invulnerable.
Then why is it a debug toggle that says invulnerable in the debug menu?
Because it works, like, it's not meant to work 100% of the time. It just works like 90% of the time if you know what the thing you're trying to avoid the attack of is. Like, if I'm like, I just want to be around enemies and not take damage, that works perfectly fine. I know when this
But
works
like, I
and when
want
it doesn't.
to play through the entire game without taking damage, so that way
You want to play through the entire... Oh, there's a way you can do that, actually. You can play through the entire game without taking damage if you just don't get hit.
I hate this guy.
If you don't suck at your own game, you can actually get through the game without taking any damage whatsoever.
Alright, bro. Oh, by the way, we got like a bunch of playtesters recently.
Really? What?
Because it got put on playtester.com. Is that what it's called?
Oh, the
playtester.io. It's just like a site that like
Playtester.io.
hosts playtests and stuff.
Did you put it there, or did...
I honestly don't remember. I might have.
Oh my god, that's so weird. Holy shit, that feels weird.
What?
I went to the website because I was like, I wonder what this is. And like, there it is.
Yeah, well, I think it's like,
there.
I think it sorts by like newest by default.
I'd imagine
So.
it's, well, popular?
If
What are the chances we're on popular somewhere?
I looked, I don't think we are. That's fine.
Bro looked. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Dude.
of course I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a bunch, like,
Oh, there it is.
I don't know if
It's
very many have played them
pretty far down. Yeah. But...
according to the
That's
Steam
cool.
DB, but like, it's still cool.
So you said you honestly may have put it there?
Yeah, I think maybe
Well, this was discovered by official team.
I
I don't know.
maybe. Because I might have like filled out a form for it or something, but I genuinely don't remember if I did or not. Like, that's totally something that I would have done, but I can't remember if I did. But I love Dr. Pepper
Alright.
so much.
Let's see. So, what was I doing? Oh yeah. So I wanted to actually take care of the effect stuff today and like get this fully squared away. So I want to implement that.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it. I've been doing a little bit of rewriting a little bit ish. And so I kind of want to ask you. I think I asked you this last time. What would you want to, how would you want to apply like a fire effect to something? Like, let's say well, it's I mean, ultimately getting the answer from you about that is like the thing that kind of drives how I want to develop this, because like with the enemy thing, like there are things that I could have done better about the nav if I had known exactly how someone else would use it. I mean, I think that I kind of suck at.
The same thing with the nav though, is like it's hard for me to imagine how I want to use it without it like already existing.
Yeah.
So, um,
So, oh, go ahead.
do you have like an idea in mind that you could like describe, and then I can say what I would change or what I like about it?
A little bit. So I was kind of messing around with this. So, uh, let's say that we wanted to apply fire to something that steps into an area. This obviously does it every frame, and you can see that if I were to spawn fire, fire area, that's this one. Whenever I stand into it, it's taking it every frame. But it would be something like create a fire effect and then apply the effect through this util class. And then I'm thinking that the actual fire handler would be attached to the player or the enemy if we wanted to. And then it would do certain things based on that. And I had this set up so that there was an effect fire where we could say that the script class for that is fire effect, or actually it might just be called, I have it named wrong. This should be fire effect, not fire handler. But we could have either a generic handler scene that gets attached or a player specific and non-player scene. How of this, is there any part that you're like, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't sound like what you want, this doesn't support something that you want?
Look, so there's the, I missed the like effect handler thing.
So
Sorry, because I was
this one is
resizing
named
a
wrong.
window and I was not paying attention because I
That's
can't
okay.
pay attention to multiple things at once.
Yeah, it's mostly fine. So this would actually be called fire effect. It's in the
like
wrong
the thing
spot.
that
It's
goes
named
on
wrong.
the enemy.
So this one, hold on. Where is space effect, under effect, move? And then we would have like a. So effectively, inside of a place that you wanted to apply effect, you would say, "Give me this effect. Give me an amount, a target, whatever," and then just pass this into effect handler to
Okay.
apply the effect. And this would update, like, this would need a property somewhere that's like, here's the amount of fire that's currently on something, or it would just have a handler that handles knowing how much fire is on something. And then this fire effect class gets kind of routed through this resource where we specify the effect. And if it's got a player specific handler, we want to send it to that. Or if it doesn't, we just send it to a generic fire handler.
I think that makes sense, yeah.
Okay, is there anything you would change about it? Is there anything that you're like, oh, this feels a little weird?
Not that I can currently think of. Like, I kind of get it, but I'd really just have to see it being used to understand it. Like, it's yeah.
Yeah. Because the one issue that I'm seeing with a lot of this is, like, for the player, standing in the fire, you build up a meter over time. Whereas for an enemy, it's like, if there's a fire that they stand into, it's if they're in the area for a certain amount of time, they get a stack of fire, which is different, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, for the player, it's like, you can't have, I mean, maybe we could do it where it's like, you need like 5 stacks of fire to actually take damage, and it just gives you a stack every half a second or something like that. And we just render it differently, but I don't know, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Doesn't get what you're saying.
Doesn't get what I'm saying.
But yeah, like
this game is not a Metroidvania. This game is a roguelike, like Enter the Dungeon.
So I'm just thinking, if say we had an effect that like doubles damage from like melee weapons, how would we do something like that?
Same way. We would apply it to the thing, and it would have a handler attached to it, and that handler would be like double melee effect or something like that.
Yeah, and that could like
it could
grab onto the health
events.
component, or yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the events, and then just before the event gets passed through to the thing, it can double the damage. Because it also knows the source and the card that it's being attacked from.
Most productive talk I've witnessed between these two. All right, you might be right though. We're kind of cooking. So yeah, that makes more sense now that you're like explaining it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then for certain ones, like if there's like if something can just be like, oh, increase the speed of whatever, or like um give something a chance to dodge attacks or whatever, we wouldn't need to split that up into a player and enemy version. We would just apply that effect to the thing.
Yeah.
And we could also specify a maximum amount, or I'm mostly trying to think about like uh if it's like an effect that's either on or off versus like an effect like fire, which is, you know, the more stacks you have, the more it does. Which I think is going to be a bitch, to be honest. I think a lot of this is going to be a bitch, but
yeah, maybe. Another thing that's like related that's not exactly the same is some way to say that, or like denote that a card has like a specific damage type, like inherently for specific cards.
Is that what we're doing?
Not necessarily. Yeah, maybe. I think that might.
So what exactly do you mean?
So I'm thinking like something like the Goblin card. I think that should like do poison damage, like inherently. And then, so that way, you know, oh, if I have a build that needs poison damage to trigger things, I take this, and it will always do poison damage, rather than just taking like a bunch of generic items and hoping that you get like stickers that give them poison damage or something like that.
I see. Do you think that we should also denote whether or not something is melee damage or projectile damage? Or range damage, sorry.
No, I think that's like should be pretty self-explanatory. If we get to a point where like it's not obvious.
Well, it's so for self-explanatory purposes, yes, but I'm more thinking about in terms of like the actual code behind it. Because like,
yes, we should have something that denotes like what is this. I guess maybe we could have like even like tags or something.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, oh, this is a ranged weapon, this is a poison weapon, and then when it like applies attacks and stuff, it can see like, oh, does this have the poison tag? Does this have the melee tag?
Yeah.
And that way we can just add on whatever we want.
So I was thinking,
but that's just my
my
thoughts for that.
If I take a look at like what's a good card? Is it called? It's called Card Gun. I'm gonna fucking.
Yeah, because also then like if we had like even like an item that's like double damage of all melee weapons, we would just go through all weapons or all cards and be like, oh, if it has the melee tag, then double damage.
So we have these mod categories, which is fine. It's great. We could also do this with modifiers, where we can say give this, you know, a modifier of type like melee damage modifier, or like something like that. Which one would you prefer?
Like mod category or definitely modifier. Unless we had something other than a giant checklist, because I would really like just like, oh, you can just add on as many things as you want, and it's not hard to like add more.
Okay. I mean, it still isn't hard to add more with these.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the mod categories are also a little weird. I'm not the biggest fan.
It might need to be revisited. It's something that works well enough for what we've been using, but yeah. I definitely think it's one of those systems where it's like, it was made, it worked well, maybe it needs to be revisited because the game has changed. Same thing with the effect system, is it might end up being that as well, where we kind of just like, I make something that is like good enough and supports a little bit more than like what we expect, and then surprise later there's more effects that we want, which requires a little bit more of a...
Yeah, that's fine. The other thing is how do we want to... Where are we going to be applying the effects from? Like, a lot of them will probably be from attacks, so like how do we say that, oh, this attack applies this effect? Is that going to be like part of the attacks inherently, or is there going to have to be like a attack effect applier or something?
I think that we could attach it to, well, for something like this, if this ends up being the way that it's added, I think that we could just create, like, let's say if you had an attack that was something like this, then you could say like add effect, fire effect on you, or like something like that, where like this would just be part of the attack, and then whenever it gets applied, that gets tagged along with it. Or we could have something like this class, which is just like something that just exists in the environment and then applies an effect, you know, whenever something's in the area.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question, or is there
somewhat? I'm just thinking, like, what if we had a sticker that added like a chance for poison damage? How would that get added onto the card?
that would probably be something in this. Oh, sorry, it adds a chance
For the attack
Sorry,
to
for
deal
what?
poison damage. Like,
so for the attack to do poison damage.
yeah.
Would we want that to be on a per struck unit basis, or would we want that to be on a per you've left clicked and launched an attack basis?
Per left click.
Okay. So I believe that would come with the attack rewrite that will be happening soon.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not even like a rewrite, it's just like an attack update.
Yeah.
Because that, honestly, I'm very surprised that we haven't had to do anything else with this system since like the start of the project. I mean, this is basically the exact same attack structure that you had, plus or minus a couple of things, whenever I got onto the project. And like, it's worked pretty damn well, all things considered.
Yeah.
I think the largest thing that was changed was the UUID. So each attack got a unique identifier, and you could construct it using a card. I think that those were the two main changes that have happened since I got onto the project. So it feels weird to call it a rework, because it definitely isn't, but it's like it's a very large update. Because I would like you to be able to do something like, instead of creating an attack every single time you bump into an enemy with the yarn ball, it's like when you use the card, it says, hey card, I've launched, I want to get an attack. And it creates the attack from there.
Yeah.
And that would allow us to apply effects at usage time rather than on a per struck enemy time.
Yeah, that way also we could do, like, if we wanted to,
The
we could even
first-
do, like what Gunshin does, where, like, bullets with special effects will be, like, different colors or something.
Yeah. We can also do the thing where
fine.
it's like, if it's the first shot from like your weapon, it does extra damage, or the last shot, or you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Okay,
hello,
that all sounds
CZ
pretty good.
Char. This is Car.
Zed, alright, bro.
Yeah. What about it? Go on.
Oh.
Try more. Yep. All right. So I think I'll start by just tossing together an effect system. Which will be made up of, let me pull out my obsidian. Which will have certain things like effect object.
Okay,
Apply
I'm
to
gonna work on
target,
the gob.
create or update handler on application. This would be a specific handler for enemy player. Status bar. This one is the one that's got me a little worried. Is I need to tell the difference between what value we have for an enemy's fire effect versus a player's fire effect. Which I'll have to see. I'll
Can't
have
be
to
that
find out how that's
hard.
gonna work. Hopefully not, but we'll find out. Let's see.
My main issue for the goblins right now is how the heck do they spawn in the level?
What do you mean?
Where do they come from?
Are they?
Like, how do they appear?
Is this like a summon that you do?
Yeah.
Have them dig out of the fucking ground.
They're like goblins, they're not like zombies.
What the fuck do you mean? You don't think goblins can like burrow out of the ground?
I mean, I guess.
They're not like rising out of the ground like zombies. They just kind of like, they very quickly kind of pop out of the ground and do like a little hop or something. Like I imagine like a little goblin. Let me you play the card and like it looks for walls in an area around you or something, and then like a little goblin guy just like grows out of the wall a little bit, and then he pops out and he like rotates to be downward. So he'll do like a little rotation and then he'll fall down.
That could work.
I don't know. That's your that's the get the fuck out of here.
Hello,
AI viewer.
Dogoom.
What the fuck?
What?
Hold on. Sorry, I need a. What the fuck is
What?
this? Sorry, I
didn't
caught a
see
couple
this.
people in the screenshot, but AI viewers stream boo. What do you mean AI viewers? Those aren't viewers, brother. That's
Yeah,
AI.
I want
What are
AI
you talking about?
viewers.
Yeah, I want AI viewers. Yeah, for sure, dude. So weird. So weird. Oh, I also added a thing to my stream.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you have my stream pulled up anywhere that you can look?
No,
It's
I don't.
fine if yeah, okay, that's fine. Here, I'll do it. Oh my god, it shows up behind the fucking chat.
How does one AI of you? I don't know. I don't know. They're just getting creative with their marketing for botting streams, I guess.
Yeah, here. I added this thing where it says Biddy is currently locked in, may not respond to chats immediately.
You're so weird.
Because there's times where I'm like, I need to lock in and I don't want people to think I'm ignoring them. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't know. You don't get
Yeah, I
that.
don't know.
You've
I don't get
never
it.
been
I don't
there.
lock in.
So what kind of cat is this supposed to be, by the way?
Is what?
This cat?
Oh, it's like a... I forget what it's called. It's like a Japanese creature.
Like a Siamese?
No, it's
Oh.
like a... whatever you call it. Mythical creature.
Like
type.
a yokai?
It's similar. It has like a special name though. And they have like multiple tails.
Hmm. Yeah, a yokai is just like the general. Like,
Yes, that's like the
Japanese
general
mythology
term,
monster.
I think. Yes.
Yeah.
So yes.
Balls.
Which makes it work
the hell?
even better. Or let me just pull it up. I think I have it. Because I think it works well with the Tama idea.
It's definitely not a kitsune. That's a fox with a bunch of tails. This is a cat with two.
Nekomata.
Nakamata. Oh, dude, like the fucking character from Omega Strikers.
Yeah, that one.
Did we play Omega Strikers?
No, we
Was
did
that-
not play
no,
Omega Strikers.
That was before my server was a thing, I think.
No.
Yeah.
We should play
I played it
Omega
with
Strikers.
Stefa and
You're so
Otter.
right.
I don't know about that one, Chief. But I played it with Otter and Stefa, and that was fucking
That sounds
terrible.
awful.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. Dude, get Otter and Stefa in a room together, and it'll be the funniest fucking call of your life. All right. So let me move this just over. So
Yeah, so
I have
like
this piece of
in mythology, they're like really old cats, and also like sometimes people's pets. So that would work really well with the train station cat, since that cat is unfortunately no longer alive.
Mhm.
Very sad. Just wish those did Dante's 9, thank you. There is also a free playtest if you want to try it out and see that it's a terrible game and you don't want to play it. I'm just kidding.
That's kind of
It is wonderful. Sometimes.
What in the hell? Oh Jesus, that was weird. Fire effect.
I would, but my computer sucks. Rip. Yeah. It doesn't run very well. Chromebooks suck. Yeah, it could run on a Chromebook actually, maybe. It does have like quality settings, so you can reduce the quality to increase frame rate.
It actually might run on a Chromebook.
It might.
My ThinkPad is kind of ass, and it runs it at okay frames.
It's worth a shot. You don't have to though. Okay, what am I doing? Goblin. So I'm trying to think, if I wanted to spawn a goblin, how would I spawn a goblin? I guess I could have like a spawning state even. Hello, Alcor. Yes, it's back
Are
to
these
translating
enemies?
your nya.
Are these enemies or are these player?
These are enemies. Or sorry, these are summons.
Oh.
No, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Words are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's the goblin card that summons a bunch of them.
There you
I think
go.
it'll summon 4 of them because I drew 4 of them. Can you pull it up? We have these 4 little guys, and then we got swords and stuff for them to smack things with. Oh, I never showed you the new enemy, did I?
Does he work?
Yeah, for the most part. His he could use a little bit of work in terms of the like brain department, but
Brain department. Yeah. Oh god. This is some shit that needs to be killed.
I kind of want him to more try to keep as far away from the player as possible. Right now, it's sometimes a little random whether he goes towards the player or away from the player.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of want him to just like try to stay within like a little range around the player. Here, I'll just do an extra level. We'll see if one spawns in here because he is in the enemy list. No, we do not get one. Let me just pull up a few of these so we have room. See, they'll kind of hop around. Oh, I forgot they get stuck there. We know
Yeah, that's
that's
something I
a
need to
known
fix.
issue though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of pathfinding changes need to happen, and that's okay.
Yeah, can they get up
Obviously.
here if I jump up? Yeah.
Yeah. It's that they're not holding up enough.
But see, they
Um,
do kind of just like stick back and like knife at you. Feel pretty
Yeah.
good. I probably will adjust their sprites a little bit. And they have like a little tiny wind up on their shot. I might add like some sounds and additional animations, but I think they're decently
got some
easy,
Weird.
decently reasonable.
Oh, I see something weird that
Mhm.
I don't like.
Which
that
is?
they can jump and start charging their shot while they're in the air.
Oh yeah. I think there's an issue where
I think they should only be.
yeah, I
able to-
can do that. We have a cat with a gun. There is a cat with a gun. Here, even better, a
Sometimes.
cat with an AK-47.
Whoa.
No, I'm terrible at this game. But yeah, they work decently well. Like, I'm happy with them for like a new enemy. It's the best game ever.
Hello, Mr.
This is
Gamersby.
true.
How's it going?
Is that Bitlytic, the famous Godot YouTuber?
No.
Let's try a better level for these guys. Oh, they're good at this one. See, look at that. They're so smart.
The amount of shit that I need
Let's see
to
if
kill
the
is
invulnerable
good.
works. Let's see. Okay, fine, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like accidentally hitting my microphone because
The gong.
the gong. But whenever I do that, my my little Vaporeon guy he like opens his mouth and screams a little bit, and I think that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Or sorry, legally distinct, not Vaporeon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, there's so much shit in here I need to kill, dude.
These slimes are so
Um,
dumb. It's funny.
I just changed this to a back. Right, that this at least.
Oh yeah, let me show you the
work in
slime bug.
code.
Let's see if we take. Just grab us
I
like.
already did the
Oh, you
slime
already
bug.
did it. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Cool. Oh, you fixed it. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
what's the issue?
Oh, I don't know what the inherent issue was, but I fixed it.
Okay, that's good.
I think the problem is the slime dying as another slime moves into the area of the explosion. And so it tries to assign the source to be the freed source. So I just added an is instance into the source identifier.
Okay, sounds great. Oh yes, another thing I want to add at some point is a different cursor for when you're like in menus and stuff. Like maybe a little paw or something.
Yeah, we can do that probably. Okay, so that loaded the effect. That's fine. So fuck, how does this work? How do I want to do this?
Okay, so let's start with the spawning first, and the card and all that. But yeah, the goblin has ground enemy input driver on it, even though it's not an enemy, which I think is very funny.
I can see this getting annoying.
You're back. Welcome back, twin. We are making the gob. I did teach Java to someone today. I'm so sorry for you. Are you feeling okay? Are you doing okay?
Do you need an adult to talk to? I don't think that'll help very much, but maybe. Ooh, okay, cool. That did something.
I love Godot. Yes, I do love Godot.
okay,
Godot is amazing.
How am I doing on this fine evening? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing like a 7 out of 10, perhaps.
Like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
No, just the 7.
Shiv
Just the
7.
7. Oh, actually, I wanted to message the magic chat
The
at
magic
some point
chat.
and be like,
What's-
yeah, and be like, yo,
Yo, hop on
we should
deadlock.
do a commander game where like anything goes. Like we can be as rude as we want. You know what I mean?
That's just a regular commander game.
It's not for me is the problem.
Well, you can just
Like I
do
was
whatever
saying-
you don't tell
Yeah,
anybody
but,
this, but
like-
you can just do whatever you want in a commander game.
Yeah, but like, you know, I feel bad if like Steph was like, "Oh, yo, dog, I want to try out this new deck," and then he has like no creatures, and then you and Justin have creatures, and I'm like, man, I don't want to swing on Steffa. That fucking sucks. But like, I definitely
You
should.
gotta do it. It's actually so fun.
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's more fun when it's you
Problem-
that I get to hit.
yeah, it's just a problem that I myself have as a person.
Yeah, it's
You don't have that issue
okay.
because you don't have like empathy, and that's okay.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, and like I don't blame you, but like, you know, you definitely don't have empathy, and that's all right, or something.
Or something.
Or something. Mostly the or something part.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So what do I want to do? Effect dot. Oh no, not effect. Okay, I need to use the bathroom actually. So what I'm gonna do, I'm putting JW on.
Uh-oh, that means I have to work.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and I'm gonna sprint around my
I'm
apartment for
thinking
about
right
like,
now.
a minute.
Bro got the zoomies, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, no, I got a Thinkler real quick.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, well I need to stop thinking and work on the goblin. So he's going to spawn by coming out of the walls, apparently. Is the idea. I guess. Do we want to do that? Sure, we'll do that. Why not? So we need a 2D scene. This is a goblin ability. Yeah, he's AFK for right now. He'll be back in a minute. So you're stuck with me. I'm sorry. Say card ability. Can you uwu? No, I'm not doing that. Do I just call you Tempura, by the way? Yeah, that, or I also go by JW. Whatever you like, I don't care. You are a goblin army. I don't know if it needs a class name, but whatever, we're doing it anyways. So when it's ready, to check something on the chest. What do you do? Or ground check? Is that what is it called? Drop to ground. That's what I need is Q. Okay. So this function will let me find random points from raycasts around the player, theoretically. Get spawn points. Oh boy, coffee time? Is it coffee time? I had a lot of coffee today. The job I had to teach was for programming motors and servos. That's fun. I never really did any of the robotics stuff. It sounds cool, but I never got it. What am I? Oh yeah, I'm just supposed to paste that in there. I'm a little dumb. So this is from 2. So we want from the global position to grand. Wait now. We'll do right and then rotate it. I mean, it doesn't really matter for rotating it. Hello, twin.
Hello.
I heard the gong before I heard the
did it gong it?
A little bit.
My fault.
Just a little bit. Do you like my function?
What in the hell?
Isn't this
It's got,
beautiful?
the longest function known to man.
It's so beautiful. Why does it always cut off the last parenthesis if it goes over? I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it does that for you, but
I don't know. Usually I don't write lines of code that long. Usually I'll break it up and
no, we don't need that.
pull variables out in the different declarations, so I don't have to 80 line or 80 characters actually isn't that bad. That's like 200 characters or some shit.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really conflicted on how I want to apply these effects. I'm spinning around in my mind right now about this shit.
Okay.
So, like, do I want to use resources? Do I want to use like just a class that you can apply? Do I want to use a property that's just like a number? Do I want to use like a more complex property?
Wait, I'm gonna use recursion. Watch this.
Oh God, why are you doing that? What?
Huh?
Why are you using recursion?
Because if it doesn't collide, it will run this again and get another random point. So basically it's checking a random raycast in a random direction to look for the ground around the player, and if it misses, then it will run it again and pick another random point and look for a. It likely won't happen, but in case it does, it'll just check again.
Why are you using recursion for that?
Because I can just do return get spawn point, and it'll run it again. Oh wait, oh wait, I'm doing this wrong. I'm stupid. This is the return type, not the this returns a vector 2.
Dude, recursion maxers be like, no, dude, it's okay that we're
Okay, how would you
recreating
do
the
this?
query every single time, and we're also grabbing the space state every single time instead of just running it multiple times, like until we find a collision point.
Yeah, but this is so much cooler. I love recursion. Recursion's actually so cool when you get to use it, I'm not gonna lie. Like
recursion is cool in exactly like 2 places. I feel like.
And one of them is Dante's 9.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I feel like recursion as a novelty is really cool. But the more that you like work on things, I feel like you just kind of make the decision in your mind. You're like, recursion, you should just like probably unroll it into loops, to be honest. Yeah, I would say that. That's actually a good way to put it, Alcor.
Holy nerd alert.
Recursion is really good when you have like nested information inside of potentially more nested.
Answer questions on recursive functions on the AP test for computer science, and it was incredibly stupid. I really didn't like how much computer science, or like AP computer science, focused on like algorithms and stuff, and just like memorizing and figuring out, tracking where things are in loops and stuff. Like, I feel like if you're doing it just for doing it, it's really hard to keep track. But I don't know.
Yeah,
that's just me.
It's definitely like having an actual application of it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned that, by the way, the Duo Gamers. If you go to Google and you type in Vim, it says, "Did you mean Emacs?" And then if you click on it, it says, "Did you mean Vim?" And so it just does that over and over, which is very cool and fun.
That's kind of fire.
Yeah. Also, yeah, most recursion you can just do without, and I personally like would say
why did I even open this menu? What am I doing?
I think the only place that I've done recursive stuff in this project is file IO. Yeah. In file IO, we use recursive stuff because I don't know, that just makes sense to me, I guess. But that's because we don't have like, it's a little bit harder to define an exit condition for something like that where you're going deep into X amount of folders. So this makes sense, but I definitely would not do it outside of something like that. Most compilers will make recursive calls into loops in memory anyways. Most compilers will actually, if they find it to be effective, will actually just unroll like a loop. If it's like, the C compiler is actually fucking crazy. If you do something where it's like for I in 100, and then you just like sum up all of the numbers, one of the things that the compiler actually checks for is if you're doing exactly that thing, and it replaces that entire loop with just the like mathematical equation that gets you the answer. Because there's like it's like from 1 to 100 added up is like fuck, what is it? It's like 1 plus 100 over something. There's fuck, what the hell is it? formula for add all numbers. I don't know. What's the words? Oh, it's let's see. We got, oh my god, brightness. Yeah, so from 1 to n is n times n plus 1 over 2. Okay, I had it almost right. At least like there's like it'll turn a for loop from 1 to 100 into this math equation, which is very cool. Okay, back to the effects though. What's up?
I'm deleting I accidentally made a new Goblin Army card resource because I didn't realize we already had one. It's saying that render cards. Is that gonna break anything if I delete this?
No. It's just in render cards there's probably an export variable that has Goblin Army as one of the things. Yeah, because that's one of the debug things where we can just render all the cards into PNGs.
Yeah.
Fuck, and now we're back to the... I actually need to do coding.
Yeah, you do.
It's like, it's upsetting me. Because I know that, like... It's... not difficult coding, but I'm really... I don't know why I'm so stuck on future-proofing this piece of code so much. And I don't even know how to write it in a way that isn't future-proof. Like...
Yeah.
Let me think. So... I'm typing some shit out.
Hello, Master Liberty. Okay, so, goblins. So we need a goblin scene. Now in both your guys' chat. What? Bro is invading my chat, but my chat's better because we got the little guys. Look at the little guys. They're so cool. They
It's
like
true.
walk around.
I'm putting up the locked in sign right now.
Imagine if
Also gonna move-
Bitlytic had little guys. Then no one would watch my stream.
It's not blowing up the chat.
I need to give them more hats. I was saying this last stream. It's not enough.
I'm just writing the exact same thing I have in the other file. It's
bitty guys instead of little guys. It's bitty guys.
I want there to be... I'm trying to think of how much we want the stuff to be defined in resources versus not resources. Because I think ideally we want things to be somewhere in a resource so that we can change things like textures or like text or other things. But do we want to have to... Defining it as a resource feels weird because we also need to apply it as a... Like, we need a specific class, I think. If you want to apply it as a property. Because ultimately this becomes...
Wait, this card looks kind of fire, I'm not gonna lie. Oopsies.
Like what?
Oh,
Script here.
Ah, okay.
Although actually, hmm.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I've got an idea. Let me. So base effect. These need to have names that are distinguishable. Fuck. Because there needs to be a difference between the effect as we are applying it versus the effect being handled versus the data about the effect. So I think what I will do. Effect fire uses this effect type, but actually maybe calling this effect type was the correct move. I could also call this like effect data, which maybe makes a little bit more sense. And then an effect handler.
BD, I'm trying to check. So the ground enemy input driver is a little broken because it does have some stuff specifically tied to enemies, but I'm trying to remove that. So I'm trying to check to see if it has enemy stats, but if it doesn't have a variable at all called enemy stats, how do I check to see if it has it or not?
Line 37.
Oh, this stupid thing. I still don't understand this at all, but I'll figure it out.
So line 37 broken down. It's an if check. I'll put you on screen real quick. So the if check is if jump power in stats. Jump power is the name of the variable. Stats is the object you are checking for that variable's existence in.
Okay.
And that is like does the script or does the thing that this is,
So I would
like, does that
say
exist?
Enemy stats in
You could also, and my
enemy.
personal recommendation for this is instead of doing that, you could probably, what is enemy typed as an enemy?
No, it's now just a node 2D, so that way I can use this on anything and not just enemies.
So I think for something like that, you probably want to call it target instead of enemy.
Yeah,
but
I probably do, but
you can
just
also
not
do
doing
so instead of
that
doing
right now.
enemy stats in enemy. You can probably just do if enemy is enemy, like or base enemy, like the class.
Oh yeah, you're
Callie,
right.
no,
It
fuck
is
off.
space.
Get out of here.
For enemy
I love you,
base.
but get out of here, you creature.
Okay, yeah, that should work. I'll try that. If that's the only thing there is, it's grabbing the stats so that way it can set the movement speed to the stats movement speed.
Sorry, I just looked over at chat. What the fuck kind of message is that, Liberty? I would so invade the noodle. What in the fucking world are you saying? Do I need to get a restraining order against Titanfall players? That might be the move. Just all of them at once. Oh shit, dude.
Why were they sitting on
They're using the
top?
player as a platform.
Oh wait, I didn't set up the.
You've got the ground
did I?
on, yeah.
Yeah.
Callie, no.
I
Callie.
always forget about that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not playing Slay the Spire or Dwarf Fortress. I'm typing code. I don't want you on my desk. Okay. So, oh, I forgot what I was doing, dude. What the hell was I doing?
I
It's
don't
all
really play
gone in my
Titanfall
brain
that
now.
much anymore. That's crazy. Genuinely insane.
What the fuck did I say I was gonna do? I guess I just, what is effect? Effect type is, or it's called effect data now. Yeah. Okay. Effect data.
All the gods.
Handler, generic handler.
Oop. I need a good screenshot of my goblins.
Oh.
They're beautiful. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, I might deafen for a little bit actually.
That's fine.
So I can speak out these thoughts that I have about the effects.
I need to be an animation player. Wait, how are the animations on here? I don't even remember. What are you connected to? What is playing the animations? Do you have the animations in here? No. Is it in here? No. Who is playing your animations? Oh. You are. Okay, that's fine. Oh, why can I not change this value? Oh, I just can't click on anything there? Let's try these. No? Why can I just not? Oh, duh. There we go. There we go. Will you work? Ooh. Why do you look so weird? There we go, that's beautiful. Ugh, I'm dying. Okay. There we go, that looks good. He can now move around.
Okay, fine. Will this work? So I think what I want to do is have it check for an enemy every like 5 seconds maybe, and then it can like store and hold on to that, and then it will track the target or the position of the enemy and follow it around, and then if it dies it'll look for a new one. Yeah, I think we'll do that.
One, two, three, four.
I think that's what I want. Um, I might be a little stupid. That's okay. I'm thinking. I'm thinking so hard right now.
to... Wait, no, I'm stupid. I've literally written this exact thing like so many times and I always mess it up. I think that's right. Okay, so when it enters, we want it to... I thought there was an enter function. Oh, This is a state, not a state machine. I'm a little stupid. Target enemy is equal to find target. I need you. Okay. We will have a enemy see that'll be float. Make it 5 by default. This current target time. Okay, we'll see if that works. So if we have... Oop. Oop. Hello? Oh, oops. There we go. I need a... Now will this work? Hey, look, it works. So now they don't move. But then if we have a enemy like this. Oh yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. They will now run after him. Okay, so that actually worked. Better than I thought it would, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so now, so we have the follow state, that is fine. Meow meow meow, so true. Oh, look, it translated it. Look at that. That's fire. What is this, elevator music? Oh, you're talking to Bitlitic. I don't know what he's listening to, but my music is fire. Okay, we'll see what that does. Theoretically, that should randomize the target completely. Then I'll probably also do a check for like whether the path is valid and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oops. Ah. Oh, what are these guys doing? I think I know what I did. No? Oh, I have 500 errors, hold up. Ah. Is that still going up? No. Why? I'm very confused. Oops. It's okay. I can test it here now. Why are you jumping? What are you jumping for? Okay, see, I did something wrong. Definitely. Yeah, there's more errors. Okay, why is it... Why is this breaking? Oh! Very cool. Yeah. Let's stop printing that. I think this is working now, maybe. No. Why is it calling that every frame? Find target. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm silly. That's why. Why are they sometimes just stopping? I'm very confused. Missing link anniversary, by the way. What? What are you saying? Are you speaking English? Okay, now they're just broken entirely. Let's do that. Why are they just like going and stopping right here? I'm very confused. Oh, they might be too dumb to jump. Oh, wait, that's what it is. They... Oh, that's funny. I do make this playlist well, I took a playlist that already existed and then I like added some stuff that I liked. So yeah, some of the stuff in here is not mine. So I need to... Am I flipping them in here? Am I not doing that to these guys too? Okay, I am. Why is this not working? Wait, the real question is, why is this one working? Kingdom Hearts canceled a pretty anticipated title exactly 1 year ago that was supposed to connect the ancient Keyblade War to modern Keyblade War and plot. Okay. I didn't understand any of that, but that's okay. I get the idea. No. You know, if I turned on visible collision shapes, I should be able to see if it's working or not. I always forget debug tools for a reason. If debug tools exist, I just skipped a word. Don't worry about it. Oop, I didn't hit the play button. I am very smart. Okay, so we want a cannon enemy here. Oh, okay, so you don't actually flip. That's interesting. So you should do that. Choo-choo? There is a choo-choo.
It is beautiful. Scale X. Assign move direction. That's a variable I have, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see. This works.
JW.
What? Huh?
Hello, I've unmuted.
Huh?
Hi.
Huh?
Question.
Yeah.
So let's say that you had a period of time where you wanted the player steps in fire. It applies fire to them. Once they leave the fire, there's like a period of time where it doesn't go up, but it doesn't go down, and then after that time, it starts ticking down. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. What you're saying.
What would you call that period of time where it hasn't started ticking down yet? Ow. Sorry.
I'm thinking.
Like if you saw an export variable that was like, this is the amount of time between the application of the effect and ticking down, that it won't do that again. Like it won't start ticking down until that period is passed.
Like idle time? Or transition time,
okay.
I think. Maybe would be better.
Transition time.
Yeah.
Idle time. Transition time. See, debounce is a word. I thought to myself debounce, but I was like, I don't think JW is gonna like that one.
I really don't care as long as we both understand that that's what it is.
Okay, I'll just make it debounce time then.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna deafen for like a few more minutes.
Okay. Good luck. Hello, Lay. Layis. Is that Lay is? I don't know how to read your username. I give up. What is this? What am I doing here? Blaze, okay. There's a meow button? Yes, there is a meow button. Why does this not work? I'm wondering. It is the best game. That is true. Oop. Oh. Oop. There we go. Okay, so it's -1. Why is that not flipping? Cast scale.x. It should be -1. I have this set up, right? Oh, they're backwards. Oh, they're backwards, that's why. That's really funny. Actually very funny. Do you guys make like a business contract and stuff to split the game revenue after launch? We have not yet. We need to. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult though. Really the hardest part would probably be we'll probably set up some kind of business so that way the money goes to like the business and then is split up rather than going like directly to one of us, so then one of us has to pay the other person. Yeah, we really need to do it soon, but it's not like we're actively making money, so But yes, we are planning to get to that as soon as we can. Okay, now this should work. Taking way too long. So now, if I go this way... Come on, go this way. There we go, now it's flipping. Perfect. Okay. So now we have... get some goblins in here. Okay, so yeah, now they'll all chase him around. Beautiful. If we have 2, they should theoretically pick a random one every 5 seconds. And go chase them around. Theoretically. There we go. Look at that. It's beautiful. Joint business companies are frustrating from a tax perspective. We better go to contractor under LLC route. We discuss with professionals. Yeah. Do you have any mine goblins? We do not. We just have regular goblins. But yeah, we'll definitely find some people to talk to about like what's the best option, taxes, all that stuff. Okay, that works. Oh, we have an errors. Say. Okay, I need to turn off visible collision shapes, so this should work now. You established the company earlier, then all your PCs and software costs could have been write-offs. Yeah, that's fair, but also we really haven't spent that much on it. But that is a good point. That is something we could do. Okay. Ugh, I'm getting tired. But probably more important things to be doing than being tired. You know? So right now it's picking a random enemy and it's setting their position every 5 seconds, which probably is a little too slow. Maybe every 2 seconds or 3 seconds.
Massive facts from GW. This is true. I am tired. Sorry.
Big yawn. Okay. Do we do attacks or do we do the more advanced, like wandering and stuff? I think we do the attack. Like your music, thank you. It is just a playlist that I stole and then I added some songs that I like this one. It's pretty nice. Let's like actually set the... There we go. I love saying instead of working and thinking and talking. It's so fun. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't remember what I'm doing. Okay. So now we can have it go to the attack state once it gets close enough to an enemy. Actually, I think instead of doing this, what we can do is if... the heck is this thing called? Ground enemy inventory, that's what it's called. God. Is path valid? That's what we want. Okay, we can try that. So theoretically, this should find a new enemy if the path to a current one is not valid. Let's find a room where there might be an invalid path. Not this one. Let me just... I don't remember which room has invalid paths that I can use. This one should work. Yeah. Just have to kill everything in here first. You really need like a kill all button. Okay. So, get some goblins out. Oop. Ah. That's just gonna be broken. Let's try that again. Catrical New Quen. I think you're trying a little too hard with that one. We might have a nuke at some point, though. Just for fun, you know.
Okay. Now we got a goblin. And we spawn our Hello, why is this not working? Maybe this one is ready. Oh, we want to wait ready. Or is this what we want? Do we just do this? That might be what we want. Okay, if this breaks again, I'm gonna crash out. Hello? Oh, I'm stupid. It might be, it's probably that one that's not working. Yeah, there we go. That's why. So let's see if we put this guy up here. No? Do I need new goblins? Or this one's broken? There we go. Okay. Why is this not working now? Oh, it's because it's disabled? Yeah, clear, boom. That could work. Still a little bit of a stretch. Maybe I don't like how this is set up. Let's see if we get some more goblins in here. What will they do? Goblins are a little dumb. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, I'm not gonna lie. Up and meowmer. See, that works. That works. Okay, so I wanted to pick if there's... Instead of this, we set the target position to... That way it doesn't disable it. Theoretically, that should try to find a new target if it is unable to find one. Why are these guys just like standing here? Oh, I see. I think because they're... Can I show... tile navigation, enemy navigation. Oh my, that is a lot of stuff on my screen. But why did the camera stop moving? Okay, that's fine. This is fine. The game is running at like 2 frames a second, but that's okay. Oop, I died. That's fine. Very cool. Okay, I see what's going on then. I don't know what to do about this, because I don't know why it's not... Not in the goblin, that's why, but that is nav. That is path valid. Oh, because it's just setting its... I see. Let's try this. This might do some weird things, but... Does that just work? Oh, those guys are... Oop, I died. John Bilitic, that's me. Why no work? That might be a little dumb, that might work. It also might not work. I'm a little tired right now, I'm kind of fried and getting cooked. What are these guys just like standing there? Hello? Supposed to be finding a target. Hmm? You guys gonna find a target? No? Yeah, okay, so you're trying to find a target, you're just not. I don't know why that wasn't working. Yeah, why are they just standing there? Hello? What are they doing? Is the slime not an enemy? It should be an enemy. It most definitely is an enemy. Yeah. So if I do that, it finds them fine. Why does it not set it when... Oh, I'm so stupid. I might be, like, the dumbest person to exist. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I missed that. I'm not actually setting the enemy to find target. Like, what am I doing? That was literally working, like, perfectly. Oh, I'm tired. When is Bitlit going to be done locking in? Okay, now we should have no problem with goblins finding enemies to go get. Look at them go. When we kill the worm, they'll all go find a target. They are beautiful. There we go. See, so those guys are going there, and then this guy's gonna go adventure up here. For that. And then what if we put an enemy up? Here and spawn a bunch of goblins. Will one of them like try to go up and get him? What are they gonna do? I wanna make sure that none of them like target him and then get stuck. You're just standing there. Some of them are just standing there. Why are they just standing there? There we go. Now that works. Ignore all the prints all over the screen. It's scary looking, but it's fine. I think that also means they probably won't chase after the flying guys? Or will they? Yeah, I think they'll try to. Ow, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, well they at least work well enough. And I mean goblins are dumb, so they don't have to be smart, you know? Okay. When is Biddy going to be done? So we can play Magic. I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay.
That was way too much work for like the simplest thing ever, and I just completely missed a line of code that broke everything. Let me see how big he's doing. Okay.
Guess I can add the recast check. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. Cool. Idiot is so locked in. Holy. Hello, Lukaiza. I'm sitting here, hoping that Biddy undeafens soon so I can tell him I'm starving. Other than that, I'm doing great. I'm like actually dying of hunger right now. It's terrible. I'm fine. You sprayed Tama yet? Yeah, that's the cat in the hub. And yes, that is the train cat. It's this one here. Might change up Sprite a little bit, but it's pretty good. I'm still debating if I want to add like some simple dialogue or not. Like I half want to, but I really don't want to have to like translate them. And also I suck at writing. Yeah, that is the Nekomata. Hence the two tails, you know. Just put all the text in meows. Wait, that's actually kind of fire. Like, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure meow in like is also different in different languages. Have every language supported, but it's all just meow. It could work. It could work. That's actually not like a terrible idea. I love playing with my cat toy instead of working. It's so hard to get it going. Animal Crossing speak what's every letter of the alphabet with the suffix yow. But I mean, if I did that, then like the text would still have to be normal, right? So like, Animal Crossing does have actual text. It's just the sound. We almost had it there. Yeah, but it's silly. Yeah, and I mean, I could translate it. I just have to like figure out how I do that and who I like am supposed to send it to translate and things. But do you have any changes that I can pull? Give me something to do, cause like my brain is just not working. Nope, I don't. Very cool. Do I have like some art I could do or something? I got the gobs. But yeah, I started working on the skeleton dude. He's pretty cool. He's gonna be like a big elite kind of enemy. That'll show up in like regular levels, but he's not like a boss. Did you find a Japanese translator from your server? I did not. I just like Google translated it, and then I did end up finding somebody from another server who did speak Japanese to just like double check it to make sure there wasn't any like awful errors, and they said it's like pretty much fine. Yeah, this will be like a big enemy, because I want to, right now all the enemies are like little tiny guys. I want to have like a few big ones that can kind of like be like the centerpiece of our room and will be like a big threat. So I'm thinking he'll like smack you with his arms if you like get close, and then he'll like open up his mouth and like shoot fireballs out of it or something, or maybe like a laser beam out of his mouth. That could be cool. Yeah. See, now's when I like unironically need an idea guy. Like I need someone to just like give me a list of 5 billion things that I could possibly add so I can go through them. Oh yeah, then I also have the modified spider guy that'll like shoot little spikes that'll like arc. I'm gonna do that. And then this wizard, I don't know what he's gonna do. What if he throws his arms so all hands will jump around the screen? That's funny. Do you have spark particles for the train where it contacts the rails? Yes, I can show you really quick. Since I have nothing better to do. I actually have a lot better things to be doing, but I have no energy to do them. But you must be like really locked in. But if you look, if I go here, percent room, there we go. You will see it as it drives past here. I can turn down the time scale. See, it's got sparks, like blue sparks on the rails. As you can see. Yeah. I still think there might be some changes to the train at some point, but I like it so far.
I did have the idea that I mentioned to you where the train is like has like a spirit cat thing that like drives it around, and if you like interact with the train or something, he'll like pop out of it and talk to you. But I also changed these guys, so now if you kill them, they don't deal damage to you. They only deal damage if they explode. Which, I didn't like the idea of at first, but it works pretty well. Hey, look, it's the new enemy. So you made the train to teleport animation as well. Oh, did you not see that? Evil little thing with the gun, yeah. I might make him a little larger. He's like extremely tiny and can be very hard to see and hit. Been a while since I checked in, that's okay. I love YouTube chat. Like, why does it translate "weh" to wow? It's very cool. Speaking of wow, check out the sick card. I just realized there's something very wrong with that card. That is the test art, not the actual art. Do I have the actual art? Card art. Goblin Army. Yes, I do. I put the wrong art in there. Yep, I did. There we go, that was better. I don't think that'll update in real time, will it? Oh, hey, it does. Look at that. Beautiful. And yummy spotted. That one works. Uh-oh. What did I do? Give it 3. Mask. What is mask? Oh. Oh, this needs to be... What is the raycast check for? This is for ground. That's why. All better. Yeah, and the goblins will chase around random enemies. They do not attack yet. I need to work on that, but I'm just so fried right now. I'm fried like rice. Uh-oh. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's been fixed. That's been fixed. Don't worry about that one. Oh, I forgot, that's broken. Do you guys have any music for Dante's 9 yet? I do actually have some. We're working with at least we have started a little bit to work with a composer who is quite wonderful. I cannot play it through Biddy's stream because he has my stream muted, but I can play it through my stream if anybody wants to hear it. Let me find it. So this is this is like the background music for the first floor. This is like low. It'll be like layered,
So when you're like out of combat, it'll play like something like this. And then when you're in combat, it'll have like a fancier version. But this is really good. I actually love this music so much, it's so good. So that's like the kind of out of combat music, and then we have, let me find the so here's one that's kind of like a mix. So it's kind of like a medium at the beginning, and then it gets like more active as it goes on. And then here is like the full combat. Anyways, that's the music so far. We have a few other like tests going on, but that's like the most complete. I very much like it. It is fire. Anyways, back to my boring regular stream music. Where is Bitlytic? Bitlytic. He's dead. It's over. I disappear. Goodbye. I may disappear soon if Biddy doesn't
All right, are you here?
alive. Oh, perfect. There he is.
Hello.
I'm starving.
What's up?
What are you doing? How are you doing?
I have just finished the enemy stuff, I think. Or
Okay,
the
cool.
effect stuff.
You like crazy locked.
Yeah. I like hella locked in.
I got a
got some
good
shit
bit
to
on
show
the
you.
goblin, and then I like got stuck on one line of code for like 30 minutes, and it was literally just because I was running a function, but not assigning a value to the function's return. So I was just
Lol.
running it, and it wasn't actually returning to anything, and I didn't notice it for like half an hour. So now I'm just fried. So it's showing
Happens.
off the music so far for the game.
Oh, that's funny. Because yeah, little DC in my
yeah,
chat said,
I
"Do you guys have
saw,
any
and
music?"
I said like I'll play it on my side, but I don't know
Okay.
if they're still
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So
Anyways,
enemy on fire.
get the bit vision up.
And if I apply the fire to the enemy, so they're taking 1 damage, 2 stacks. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, there's a small bug, but ignore that. So it goes up to 2 damage, and it resets the stack timer. Just ignore whenever it does some weird
Yeah.
shit. It just needs to be fixed. But yeah, and the player doesn't have that. The player doesn't get stacks of fire on them. They like build up fire. Ignore the text that showed up for frame. And then the player will lose fire over time after they're out of it for like a second or so.
That actually looks really good too.
Yeah, and then they take damage.
Like I know
and
it's
then-
literally exactly the same as it was, but it looks really good.
Yeah. And the way that works, I'm so surprised that these guys are just like standing there.
Because one, the pathfinding region does not go all the way out there, I don't think. Or maybe it does. But the benches, if they are on top of the bench, it'll like bug out because
Oh yeah,
it's not
they're-
technically
the pathfinding's
pathable.
It's weird. Yeah, I need to revisit some of the pathfinding stuff.
Yeah, which that's actually something we might want to think about for the bench in the in the levels for the train stop. That could potentially cause pathfinding errors.
Maybe. Hopefully
But
it
I'm not
shouldn't.
sure.
But
Okay.
yeah. I do need to revisit some of the pathfinding stuff, like the thing that you see in room. Oh god, what room is that? It's not room 5. Is it room 3? I want to say.
I don't know, but the one with the platforms that go up through
Yeah.
the middle of the little circle thing.
Oh my
You're
god,
so
he's so
cooked.
good.
You're so cooked.
Yeah. This room has some fucked up pathfinding. But that is good because that means that I have a persistent way of checking this pathfinding.
Yeah.
Because this region is funky. But effectively, what it should be doing is
It's not what it's currently doing.
this is red, this is blue. These should all be treated as yellow, which doesn't mean much to you. Effectively, I want to get rid of red and blue in the final like pathfinding algorithm. It's just gonna be like it's gonna be some more like specific stuff to how the algorithm builds the mesh for like pathfinding. I also want to cache things so that for performance reasons, not that we've really had an issue with it right now, but if we spawn in one ground enemy fire, he builds his pathfinding, and then the next one builds the same pathfinding. And so each of these builds their own version of the pathfinding. But ultimately, the only things that change are like how fast things can move. Or I guess the only thing that actually matters is how high things can jump. So I think I could build a pathfinding cache that's just like, if something is jump height of 5, just use this pathfinding mesh, or like even just duplicate it without having to go through and like recalculate it. All of that to say that we only need to build it one time per jump height right now. And reusing it, I think, would be a good use of resources.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
definitely understood all that, but that's a you issue, so it's
yeah,
fine.
it's fine. Ooh. Ah, I see something very cool. Do you see something very cool? That's on fire. That should not be on fire.
Yeah, so we might want to
That
have a can't have this status effect. Also, their
I'm probably just
walls.
gonna check to see if there's a health. If there's not a health component on something, I think I should just not apply effect to it.
Doesn't that have a health component though?
Well, no, because that's why it's crashing. Is because health doesn't
Oh.
exist.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
It's because I think you had to do something. A
Yeah,
little
we should
weird.
also probably be able to put tags on something saying like, don't apply these effects.
Maybe.
Also on the
Um,
player, a lot of the effects like won't apply to the player.
Yeah. But so the way that this works though is I have a player fire handler, and this has like a bunch of export variables like how long after you just got ticked from fire does it wait for it to go down? How long does it take for it to drain once it's draining? So this is 2 seconds. How long does it take whenever it's an empty bar to go all the way up to taking damage? That's 4 seconds. And so this is the effect specifically for the player. Great. For the enemy, it's this one. It's a little bit more complicated because there's stacks involved,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like an amount is applied to the enemy, and it's like how do we want this to behave to the enemy? And the actual information is stored over in all the way up in data effects, effect fire.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the name of the effect, which doesn't actually get used anywhere, but it's still a thing. The icon that gets shown above the HUD. The effect class, which doesn't have anything specific to it right now. The whether or not it's player specific or not, what the player handler is, or if there's no player handler or the non-player is the generic handler. And then whenever you want to use this, so this effect class, this is actually the information that gets passed around. So it basically just has like source, target, and amount.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually went through and your spicy noodles relic.
Yeah.
This is what this ends up looking like: is you create a fire effect, you set the amount, and then you pass this into effect handler apply effect, and then it just handles it. So this one is effectively 1 second of standing in the fire, which for the enemy depends, or there's a couple of things. We'll probably have to refine this just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think we would want a distinction between a second in fire versus a stack of fire. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which there's ways we can go about doing that, because we could do something like a static function, like from time, or like from seconds versus like, like a from amount or something,
Mm-hmm.
so that we could handle the conversion automatically inside of here. Or like 4 seconds or four stacks or whatever. But inside of the actual enemy fire handler, there is this, I guess in all of the effect handlers, there's this just apply effect class, or apply effect function, which takes in the base effect. And so if there was something specific to fire that you wanted, what we could do is we could convert this to a fire effect here. Is effect as fire effect. And this is the actual, like, this is the effect that we created inside of like spicy noodles or inside of the fire area,
Okay. Yeah.
if that makes sense. Which doesn't,
A little
this
bit.
doesn't do,
Yeah.
this doesn't do anything right now because it's the same as a base effect. But if, like, for example, we had like a, var like spread radius or something like that, where it's like we wanted a chance, for 50 units around something, if we wanted to potentially apply the fire around that or something,
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
then we could
Okay,
do
that's
that
cool.
here, where it's like we grab the fire effect
Yeah.
and then we can check for things in an area around.
Yeah, the only other
target.
thing that I just thought of that we might want is visuals.
Mhm.
Like if we want
Oh,
to
yeah, like
apply
the
visual
effects, like-
effects for
yeah,
fire
yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah. We can do that. I'll write that down on my list of things. Which is the effects, which includes things like particles or like, I don't know. Well, I'll just put particles, but I imagine you want like something like on a per player, like a player versus enemy effects, or like maybe something has like a more
They'd probably be
detailed effect.
similar. Yeah, I'm just thinking of how we would apply it, because like enemies are different sizes.
Yeah.
They all have shaders on them.
Hmm.
So like I don't know how if we wanted to like change the color of them and then like put particles on them, like how the heck would we do that? But that's a
Yeah, I don't know.
later issue for you.
Yeah, it is. It's probably one of those like we would probably want to play around with it for a little bit and try to figure out what we want out of it, and then I can go in.
Yeah,
And
I mean, my first
make
thought is
some
something like
changes to
Dungeon, where it's
certain
like
things.
it changes their color and then also applies like a particle effect over top. So like they turn like reddish orange if they're on fire, and then have like fire particles float around them.
Yeah, yeah.
And then for the
Which we can
particles,
do.
I'm not 100%
Yeah,
sure how you would
that's-
set like the particle size and emission stuff to like the
So I
size of
already
the enemy.
actually have already thought about that. As
Okay.
you're speaking about this. So for example, like the worm is the worm is the one that like comes to my mind because like
Yeah.
the ground enemy fire, you're just like, okay, here's his position. So like, a 50 by 50 box around him or something.
Yeah.
But for the worm, it's like, he's got all of this segment, whatever. So what you can do is if you have a rectangle in Godot, like let's say we put a box around this guy, which is just like a 20 by 20 box around it.
Yeah.
We can then say, given a point, expand the rectangle to take up that volume. And so we can take this rectangle and say, hey, also include this box, and it will make the rectangle this size, and then this size, and so on. So we can actually just end up like encompassing the entire
Well, then it
unit.
wouldn't like rotate with the.
Hmm?
It wouldn't rotate with the worm. Like the worm isn't always a straight line.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want it to be attached to each individual segment of the worm, that's maybe a bit more, which we could
Yeah.
do. But I was thinking more of like if we wanted particles that kind of just stick to the general spot that
Yeah.
the enemy currently is.
What my
which we can
thought
do.
was is it would go through like all of the sprites and just attach a particle thing to each sprite and then set the particle size to the sprite's like rect. How big the sprite is.
That would not work.
That wouldn't work.
Because I'm thinking of like flying fire projectile enemy. So this guy has these 3 sprites, which maybe would work, but also his weapon has a sprite on it. So if we were to just do something like, given an enemy, look for all of the sprites currently attached to this enemy. Like we would want it to be recursive because it would have to be burrowed down based.
Yeah.
Like
I also
regardless of
forgot
the
that
amount
the
of children.
weapons are a thing. I mean,
Yeah, so there's like
yeah.
this. There's also if there's currently something attached to it, like if we just want to like their status effect or something, which isn't currently actually rendered as a sprite. But let's say this was a sprite, that would have a
Yeah.
potential effect of it. So there's definitely like a couple of issues with it, but we can figure it out.
Yeah.
I am confident that there's something that we can come to like use.
But that what I'm
it's
thinking
just-
is that would work if it wasn't for those things. Probably. Maybe.
I don't like it. I don't love it.
Okay. Well, then you can think of something.
Yeah. It's
fine.
mostly just because like this enemy would have more particles than other enemies because like this guy just happens to be made up
but
of more
also
parts.
the like amount of particles would be equal to like this would be relative to the size of the sprite. So like since those sprites are really small, there would not be very many particles spawning.
Maybe.
So maybe we could have some sort of, because I mean most enemies already have like a visuals thing on them. We could just have like a script for that like says, or like set it to a type or something. Because most of them,
Yeah,
I mean there's also like the hit
but-
flash component, yeah, that like everything has.
That's true. We can use head flash to figure
Yeah.
out where everything is. I'm curious about the worm then actually.
I think the worm just has maybe a bunch of them. I don't remember. I mean, he's also gonna get remade at some point, probably.
Hopefully.
Maybe. Let's think about it.
Does he have a Oh, he's like an old enemy.
Yeah,
That's
don't-
funny.
don't
He's just like
worry
old
about
as
him.
fuck.
Yeah. He's
How
like
can
mega
you have this
unk.
range? Oh god. Oh yeah, here we go. Don't forget about those. Ah! Yeah.
Does he even have
He doesn't
the-
even have a hit flash. He actually just has like a... He has a material
That's
that
really
manually gets
funny.
turned on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gross.
So yeah, maybe we just like don't worry about him. But I do think like the sprite idea isn't terrible. Because for something
not.
weird like the worm, it's like it would go through each segment and then put a particle effect on it, and it would be set to the size. Also, see you, lazy. If you're still here, goodbye, twin.
Yeah. But I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy with where the effects are right now.
Yeah, me
It
too.
has a couple of bugs. It has a couple of issues. I'm actually gonna write down the don't apply effects to fucking crystals. Stupid ass crystals. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I feel like I got it to a point where I feel confident that I could explain to you how this works. I'm not super happy with the way that I made this work in the enemy, and I think I might end up revisiting it in like the next couple days or so.
Okay.
And then I'll figure that out. I can give you Titanfall's jump height calculation method. I don't want that personally, because I can tell you the jump height calculation right now is just like it decelerates by X over time, and given some jump power, like if the jump power is like 1,000 and it decelerates by like 100, then it'll only be in the air for like 10 seconds, and then like, you know, plot that shit on like a graph or whatever. But it should be like relatively easy. I just put it in the list because I wanted to do it. It's not like a hard thing to do. I just wanted to take care of this first because I've been sitting on this for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to do right now, JW, or are you done with
Yeah.
good?
I'm starving and tired.
it's cooked?
That's
All right.
okay.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for stopping by. Today was a very code heavy stream for both of us, I guess, which is weird, but we will be back on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. EST. And I will catch you guys later. Good night.